Now we have Nick Caddaye. It's Caddaye, right? Like Caddaye. Yeah, that's how I've always said it. Right. He's the host of Late Night Letters and Numbers. Would you please welcome him by giving him, what are these things called? Penguin claps?
I don't know.
I may have just coined that.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it, you just can't hear because they're not very effective as a clap. Hello.
Hello, Jason. How are you?
Good. Welcome home to Adelaide, which you don't live in, but
I do not.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to be friendly. Welcome. First of all, are you anaphylactic at all?
No.
Okay, help yourself there.
Thank you. Thank you. Although, may I say, in the future, maybe think about having not just the nut ones.
Yeah, I know.
Just in case.
But everyone's allergic to something nowadays.
They are.
Kat just laughed before, so she's still breathing, which is such a positive.
I'm a little bit insulted you didn't compliment me on my hair when I came in. There's nothing to compliment, obviously, but still.
It's great.
It's fine.
I like this hair. This is good.
Yeah, well, you know. I've actually had this for
Many.
18 years.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Wow. Almost half my life I've been
Your beard should be in uni right now.
Yeah.
That's great.
My beard's allowed to drink all by itself. I have a suspicion maybe when I'm asleep it pops out.
It does?
Because I often wake up feeling awful. I assume it's that.
Yeah, it has to be. So tell us about your show. I've done your show a couple of times. It's heaps of fun.
You have. It's exactly the same as, are you familiar with the show?
I've been every year since you've been doing it.
Oh, really?
Outstanding. Yeah, so it's exactly the same.
She's a comedian.
Yes, hello.
Good.
It's exactly the same as the show as it was on TV, except that we have comedians play it and they're no good at it.
Yes.
At all.
Correct.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Sometimes you have really smart people. Even the people that you choose are always the smarter of the comedians.
Oh, they're often people who think that they can play it as well. You know, they're often quite clever people and they think they can play the game, but then they get on and they're like terrible.
Right, yeah.
And the funny thing is comedians almost always think to themselves, I'm going to go on and I'm going to be good at the word puzzles, but I'm terrible at maths. They always say they're terrible at maths no matter what. Comedians consistently think they're bad at math. But then they go on and they find they're actually okay at the math and terrible at the words.
Yeah, right.
It always works out the other way that they expect. Because 30 seconds, which is the only time you get to make the word jumble and whatever, the pressure's really on.
Yeah.
People sometimes crumble under that pressure.
The pressure is immense because as a comic, especially one who kind of is a bit more intellectual and thinks they're a bit smarter, you don't want to be made a fool of because you're stupid. And yet, so often...
People volunteer for it, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Good on them.
Do you have a lily? Do you have one lily or do you have a rotating?
We have a rotating selection of lilies.
Right.
We used to try and get comics, or especially in a Fringe festival, we tried to get people who did sciencey or maths style shows. So people who were very confident doing the math. But as I say, comedians are often very reluctant to do that. So even though we only have 3 shows to, to fill, finding people who were confident enough to do it is a bit of a challenge. So we just threw it out and decided to just book anyone. And if they're good at it, it's fine. If they're not, don't worry about it.
Right. So if you're booked as a lily this Fringe, you are just anyone to Nick.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. The pressure's totally off those people. They don't have to be good at it at all. All they have to, excuse me.
Do you want a drink of water? We probably have someone who can get you a drink of water. Just do this.
Right.
Water, please.
It's fine. I'm fine now.
Oh, and it's the one that you bought was the only one that sprang into action then.
I have been
Thanks,
sitting
Hollies.
here without dying in the corner for hours, and now that I'm actually doing something,
Absolutely.
I can not.
Yeah. Just roll it. That'll be the funniest way to get it here.
Perfect.
Great.
So yeah, the pressure's off the people being lilies.
Yeah,
you know, I don't need them to be good at math because chances are our audiences, especially in Adelaide, are excellent at the game.
They are, right? Yeah. They often get the
so
maths.
much better than we are.
Yeah, and they often tell you. Adelaide audiences really like to let you know exactly what you should have divided by this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we play at Rios at the Science Exchange, and so our crowd really is the right sort of crowd for this show. And they come along, they're very serious, they bring their own notepads, they're ready to go every time.
Really?
They really do.
Great.
We had the same thing in Perth, even though in Perth we're on at 11 o'clock at night, which is quite a late show. But front row, people with their notepads, ready to go.
You should be drunk at that time.
I know, but they're not, they're ready to do math.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should explain what letters and numbers is.
Well, if you're not familiar with the show, then go to hell. It's a show that used to be on SBS and can still be seen on SBS. It repeats, where basically it's a series of word puzzles, which are basically like jumbles. The contestants select some letters and they have to make a word out of it.
So it was like Scrabble.
Yeah, very much so. Or
Yeah.
Jenga, or not Jenga.
Jenga?
Boggle.
Boggle, that's what I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
I should slap you, Jenga.
Yeah, it's just like Jenga. We build it up. It's just like that. And then we have a maths puzzle as well, which you get a target number, and then you select some numbers. You've got to make that target number using basic arithmetic, using the numbers you get selected. It's all randomised.
And that maths one is difficult because the number you're trying to get to may not actually be possible to get
No, it may
to.
not be achievable.
Yeah, so you've got to get as close as you can.
Exactly, and the contestants only have 30 seconds in which to do it. And so we invite comedians along to play the game. They're often very bad at it. The audience gets to participate as well. It's a good, wholesome time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Now, has anyone involved in the original, because it's a properly licensed thing, right?
Yes,
you guys
yes.
went and asked them if you could do it and they said yes.
Apparently so, yes.
Have you got any feedback from them?
David Astle, who was the dictionary guy on the show, he frequently appears in our show.
As the dictionary guy?
As the dictionary guy in Melbourne. We had him on as a competitor once, and it was just totally unfair to the person who gets. He was so much better at it than everyone else.
Yeah.
How did he go to the numbers?
Fine. That's just it.
It's not fair.
I mean, he spent like years sitting there just casually doing it by himself, not referring to him at all, but just doing it, and so he's actually pretty good. So David is lovely, and he is one of the loveliest people you've ever met. Batshit insane, obviously. Completely lovely. I apologise, that was in the middle of the day and I said a bad word. But it's an accurate description. So, and we nearly had Lily on once. We nearly had her via Skype. Because she lives in Sydney and we've never been to Sydney with the show. We nearly had her on via Skype, but she quite sensibly declined the opportunity because she was out of practice. Because, as clever as she is, I know that doing what she does as amazingly as she does it would require you to be in the zone.
Yeah, I don't know how she does it even on the tapings. Like, do they give her a little bit extra time?
They don't. That's the whole thing. She has 30 seconds, and every once in a while you'll find that she doesn't get it in the 30 seconds, and she turns and they go and talk to the contestants or whatever, and they come back to her, and an extra 15 seconds she's done it.
Yeah, right.
That's all she needs, a little bit of extra time.
And she often gets it exactly right too.
Oh, and also in the most elegant way possible,
Yeah.
like with the least number of moves.
What's Lily up to nowadays?
I think she's surfing.
She surfs
Really?
a lot.
Yeah.
Follow her on Instagram. She's
I follow her on
amazing.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yes. Like, I love my wife, but you're on notice. Like, honestly.
She's also one of the nation's 2 numeracy ambassadors.
Really?
Yes, there are 2 of them. She's one of them. So she goes around talking about numeracy, I believe.
Great.
Yeah.
Did you know that Winnie Cooper is a mathematician as well?
Yes.
From the
Yes.
Wonder Years. A lot of you watching things on the internet won't have any idea what that is, but
No, obviously, but back in the day there was
Yeah,
a show, and
she-
there was a girl.
yeah, and she was the love interest as a primary school to Fred Savage. Anyway, this is just me going down memory lane now. But she's now she's written books on maths and
Yeah.
stuff, and they're very you should get them both in the
for
show.
hot ladies, dark hair, maths.
I think I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good to know
Mother
about you,
Teresa,
Jason.
is she good at maths? I think she got dark. No, she had grey hair at the end.
Yeah, also.
Anyways,
That's weird.
yeah, it's not important.
Yeah.
And I apologise to everyone. Cool. So, what kind of guests can we expect in this season?
What kind of guests? We've got great guests. You, obviously, to begin with.
I totally forgot I was on.
That's all right. I haven't sent you an email yet, so it's fine to
Oh,
remind you.
and it's on tonight, right?
Yeah.
You're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Your first show tonight, right?
First show tonight.
Okay.
We're on Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week. We've got great guests, people like Jason Pestle, who is terribly good at maths. He's
Yes.
the person I happily have on as Lily.
Okay, he was a maths
very
teacher.
good. Yeah, exactly. He's very good at it. Yanni Gislo, of course, he's doing a bunch of shows in town. He's
Is he
also
a mathematician as
well, he studied commerce and law,
Right.
And so he's a clever guy in general, and he is good at maths. So we often have him on as our Lily. Atlantic Holly is going to be on as one of our contestants. It's her first time, so that'll be exciting. Who else have we got booked? I suddenly can't remember.
Okay. Alice
that's how it
Fraser, I
works.
think, was on.
She has been on the past,
Okay.
she's not on this time. It's tricky because we're on these 3 nights at the very start of the festival. A lot of people aren't here yet, and we're on at 9:30, so we clash with a lot of other people's shows.
Yeah.
Booking guests is one of the trickiest parts of doing this.
Yeah, that's why we have our shows in the middle of the day, because if we had it at that time, that's when everyone's on.
So there's heaps of people who've got shows on from 8:30 to 9:30. Come along.
Or if you had a show at 7 o'clock, you really couldn't get there. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, it's a great time slot for the audience. It's just tough for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Rios building, if people don't know where that is, it's kind of, what's the address?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's on Exchange Place.
Exchange Place.
But then that's a street that no one knows either.
Stock Exchange. What streets is it?
Between Grenville Street and
Grenville
Fury
Street and Fury
Street.
Street.
Near
Thank
the
you. I just
pedestrian
know how to
crossing.
get there.
Yeah, kind of where that Hugo Boss store is. Not sponsored by Hugo Boss, but if you want to. It's kind of in that kind of walkway where there's kind of paved and there's cafes and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden behind there. It's the old Stock Exchange building. It's a spectacular
Google
space.
it. Again, Google it. What's
Yeah,
wrong with
if you
people?
go online and buy tickets to the show, it'll give you a map.
Yeah.
It'll literally just give you a map.
Excellent. Still tickets available tonight?
Yes, there are still some tickets available for all 3 shows, but not many. we have a great record in Adelaide. It's our 5th or 6th year, I think, here, and the audience has really come out. We're really excited to put on the show for them.
Who has been the worst person on?
You mean the worst person in the sense of the most morally bankrupt human being?
Oh, yes. I want names for all these things.
The person who was worst at it, I do remember a few years ago there was someone who basically didn't score the entire game, but I won't say their name for fear of insulting them because I may have to book them again.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, excellent. All right, it is time for you to play a game.
Yes,
Your
let's
game
go.
is, well, it doesn't have a name. I've just got roses down there. Do you like roses? Can be roses?
Sure.
Sorry, random chocolates.
Yeah.
Again, if you want a sponsor, this isn't going to take care of itself. What's your favourite?
I've no idea.
Okay. Well,
any of them, that'll be fine.
okay, no worries. Anyway, you have 60 seconds to unwrap and eat them with that.
Okay.
Do you have some kind of timer? Can you count?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a thing there. Okay, you're
There's literally a clock in the
Yes.
corner.
All right. Shut
All
up.
right.
You start now. And by the way, we haven't tried it if this is actually possible yet. So
Okay, that's fine.
are you doing okay? No. Oh, there you go. You're clever.
This is going to be the thing.
Ah.
It's very difficult
All right.
to get any purchase.
Just so you know, you're about a quarter. Oh, that's clever. That is good.
Hey, I'm not just the host of a comedy game show, mate.
You're going to choose an easy one? No, you still
I'm going
don't.
to stick with that one, but I had to put him down.
Okay. One more plug for your shows. What dates
Late
and
night
times?
numbers tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday night, 9:30. The Science Exchange.
Oh, you got to focus on that. That's okay.
It is a good show.
Tickets at ADLAIDEFringe.com.
Tickets at ADLAIDEFringe.com.au.
Also,
good
what-
show. It's a fun show.
Yes.
Fun for the whole family. Play along. Bring your friends. You can have a drink.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, yeah, but where else has a bar, hasn't it?
No, I know. I mean, how good are those sciencey dudes?
No, maybe just chuck it in your mouth and try and open it with that now. I think you're... By the way, if you have to eat... No, don't actually...
Oh,
Oh, no. Okay, well, that'll do. And you had 4 seconds to spare.
Fuck yeah.
Round of applause for Nick Caddaye, everyone. Late on Legend Numbers. We're going to take another quick break and be back with something else. Or someone else. Or someone else's. Someone else.